Hey brothers and sisters, Flatland Fanatic here, and we are at Bourbon State Fishing Lake. Took a little bit to get here. There was some road construction, and I made the mistake of following. Okay, have you ever seen the episode of The Office where Michael and Dwight are in Michael's car, and Michael, they're trying to get somewhere, I can't remember where it is, and Michael is strictly following the GPS, and Dwight's like, no, you can't turn there. There's no road. It's a lake. And Michael's like, no, it says to do it. And he drives into the lake. So, I chose to follow the GPS on the detour, not the detour signing. Man, whew, did we go on some sketchy roads, huh, Stella? Man, I'm glad we were in a Jeep, because we were on some roads that, wow. I mean, literally, gravel roads that were maybe 8 feet wide. Rougher than a cob. I mean, we had to go 10, 15 miles an hour on some of those spots. And it was rough, but we made it. We made it. The lake's beautiful. There's one other person camping. That's my kind of camping spot. Got a pretty good spot. Got the Jeep set up. Jeep's all ready to roll. I'm not going to run with a canopy tonight. There's going to be no rain. Kind of thought about setting the hammock up, but it's going to be pretty nice, and I think the Jeep will be just fine. There is not a single mosquito out here. It's just none. There isn't any. So, now that we have the Jeep all set up, you know what time that is, brothers and sisters. It's time for a step 2. And let me tell you what, today I have what is quite possibly my all-time favorite beer. And that is Nitro Milk Stout from Left Hand Brewing. It's Colorado Springs maybe, not sure. You know what, I forgot though, I am gonna have to get a glass. I got my glass. Except it's full of this pesky water. Who put that in there? Alright, so this is a nitro. Wow, that's a huge ant. Holy mackerel. I think that ant's gonna carry my beer off. Okay, so this is a nitro. When nitros come in a bottle, it's like when they're in a can, usually it'll be a kind of a deal where it's got the little widget thing in there. You pop it, and it goes down in the nitrogen, fills it up. Now, can't do that in a bottle. So what you do is you have to pour hard, is what they call it. If you've never done one of these, you know how you learned from high school when you're pouring beer out of the keg. Not that I ever did that, Mom. I never did that once. When you're pouring beer out of the keg, you know, you tip your glass so you don't get all foam. With a nitro, you have to pour hard, which means straight down, straight up and down. I wish I had a clear bottle or a clear glass, because man, even the smell makes me happy. I think, personally, picking up my top here, they call it milk stout because that is the mother's milk right there. If you have not had Left Hand Brewery's Nitro Milk Stout, ladies and gentlemen, that's a run, do not walk. Get your butt to the liquor store. Pick some up. Well, we're all set up. I think we're going to enjoy some vitamin beer. Then we're going to take the kayak down, throw on our life jackets, and I think we're going to head for the high seas. There's a waterfall at this lake somewhere. I don't know where. I got to do a little research and try to figure out exactly where it is. We walked the length of the dam when we first got here. That's where I thought it would be. I didn't see anything. I didn't hear anything. I didn't see a path. Who knows what's going on? So let's see, tonight we're going to do red Thai curry chicken. And so that's going to be a good one, folks. And that's it. We don't have a whole lot going on. It's not a whole lot. I mean, we didn't pitch a hammock, didn't pitch a tent. So it was easy setup, easy breakdown. It's an area that I'm not familiar with. All the camping is on the west side of the lake. I think there's a little bit on the south side, but there's a little bit over here of housing on the west side. There's 5, 6 houses probably. But other than that, so it's not completely remote and completely barren, but there is nobody out here, which is great, but you also need to be safe and be aware when you're in that situation. So we're going to be very safe and we're going to pay attention. We're going to put out our security lights. I got my security dog with me, who's chained up over there. And we're going to have a great time. All right. Talk at you in a little bit, freaks. Bye. All right, folks. Here in Kansas, we are lucky enough to have all of these wonderful state fishing lakes. It's free dispersed camping. They're wonderful. They're fabulous. They're great little kayaking lakes. But, and this goes for everybody, no matter what state you're in, guys, we have to do a better job about keeping these places clean. I've already been hearing about places in New Mexico and Arizona that are getting shut down. No more camping allowed at them. Simply because people are not taking care of the campsites. Folks, come on. This is ridiculous. We have to do a better job. Look at this. Just because you stick your trash in the fire pit doesn't mean that that suddenly disappears. We've got trash over there. There's a fair amount of trash all over this place. It's unbelievable. This is free dispersed camping. Why aren't you taking care of it? I don't get it. This doesn't make any sense to me. Well, we're going to go ahead and we're going to pick up this stuff that was left in the fire pit and left over there, because it's ridiculous. So stop doing it, folks. You've got to take care of these places or we're not going to have these places to camp at for very long. All right, guys. Just picking up trash around the campsite. I found an ancient relic. Look at what I found. How in the world long has that been here? Huh? Crazy. All right, brothers and sisters, here we are, Bourbon State Fishing Lake. No ATVs, no fireworks, blah, 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 blah. There's the length limits for you. All right, freaks. So, you know when you're watching the old Western and they see the buzzards circling, they're out in the desert and they find the guy who's half dead from thirst, dying in the desert. Can you see all those? I don't know if you can or not. Let me well, shoot, you can't really see them all, but there are a dozen big old buzzards flying around. So hopefully there's not a dead body up here. Alright, so this is the view from the dam. As you can see, it's not a very big lake. Like I said, it's about 103 acres. So just a tiny little lake. Very, very pretty. Very cool. And that's where we're headed. Remember what I was telling you about the buzzards, freaks? Look at these things. Look at them, they're everywhere. Just flying all over everywhere. Oh yeah, there's definitely something dead around here. Hopefully we don't find whatever's dead. Alright, brothers and sisters, so normally this is a really pretty little waterfall. But the lake is just too low right now. But boy, you can see how that's a neat little thing. I bet that's pretty cool when the water's cascading off there. That's pretty cool. That's probably, oh, I don't know, 30 feet high probably. In Kansas, a 30-foot waterfall is kind of unheard of. But I bet that's pretty cool when the water's flowing. It's a pretty neat little, like, it's kind of a spillway area. When the elevation of the water gets too high, it just kind of spills over this area of the dam. Pretty neat. Stella and I are going to have to find a way to get back across there, though. But it's kind of a neat little spot. Just wish the lake was a little higher and the waterfall was running. Oh well. Alright, so there's my Stella girl. Hi, baby girl. We got our fabulous fire going. Beautiful weather. My gosh, it turned out so nice. And we're watching the 1972 Mario Bava directed classic Bear in Blood, starring Elkie Summer. The delightful, delectable, delicious Elkie Summer. Oh man, it's great, folks. It is great. This is fabulous. All right, we're gonna watch our movie. Then we're gonna hit the hay, and tomorrow, when we leave, we're gonna do something a little special. We are going to drive to one of the very few locations in the state of Kansas where there has in fact been a report of a Bigfoot sighting. That's right, buddies. Bigfoot in Kansas. Alright, well, night freaks. We'll see you in the morning. Look at that beautiful sunrise.
It's a neat little lake. Wow, so pretty. But that is a great sunrise. It is going to be a great day. We are going Bigfoot hunting this morning. Let's see if we can find us a Bigfoot. And then we got to get back to the wife.
Well, freaks, you know you're in Kansas when you have to stop on the side of the road, when you have to stop in the middle of the road to let the cows go across. We're not going to spook them anymore than we gotta, but they are heading into the woods. I bet some farmer's going to want them. What'd you think of that, Stella? How cool was that? Yeah, you were pretty excited about that. Look at this road, guys. This is crazy. This is like a little low water crossing. Good thing we're in a Jeep. That's all I can say. Good thing we're in a Jeep. Okay, freaks, check out what we just found. We are on the extreme south end of Bourbon State Fishing Lake, probably about half mile to a mile south of the lake. And we found this great little bend in the river. This could be a great camp spot. Look at that. How cool is that? What a little treasure. Very cool. I'm going to think about camping here sometime. Alright, brothers and sisters, we are approaching a low water crossing, and on August 17th of 2001 there was right through here a Bigfoot sighting. So as the report states, two guys were driving along. The one guy was reading a newspaper. The driver, who was talking to the passenger, suddenly fell silent, staring straight ahead. The passenger looks up and sees what appears to be, this is what they state, a 5-foot-tall, reddish, hairy, man-like figure run along the woods, run along the road, and then duck into the woods. And I'm thinking, according to my calculations and the report, it has to have been right in through here where it happened. Now, at 5 feet tall, you know, if we're to believe everything we've ever heard about Bigfoot, 5 feet tall would have had to have been a juvenile. The report also stated that he was moving, that whatever it was moving very quickly, and moved in a manner unlike a man. It moved in a manner that did not resemble that of a man. So it could have been right back through there. The report's a little vague. I believe there is another low water crossing right up here somewhere. And we camped about 2 or 3 miles from here. We didn't see anything last night. Although we had our eyes open for Bigfoot, because we would love to see a Bigfoot, wouldn't we, Stella? How cool would that be? Huh? Wouldn't you love to see a Bigfoot? Alright, brothers and sisters, I don't know if I believe or not. I desperately want to believe. And I'm not going to rule it out, because there are a lot of odd things in this world. There are a lot of things that we can't explain in this world. There are a lot of things that are beyond us. And is it out of the realm of possibility? Absolutely not. It is not out of the realm of possibility. Is it unlikely? Probably. But I am not about to begin to say, nope, absolutely not. There are no Bigfoots. They do not exist. Sasquatch does not exist. You know, sometimes you have to just want to believe in something more than yourself. You have to want to believe in something beyond yourself. I didn't have a truck and trailer coming up behind me, I'd get out and pound on do some the wood banging things that they do to draw them in. But we've got a farmer behind us, and he's wanting through. So we didn't see any Bigfoot, big feet, Bigfoots, whatever it is. No Sasquatches. But we did get to drive through the site of a reported Bigfoot sighting. That's very cool. So uneventful, but you know, we're there. This is another low water crossing right here. This could very well be it too. The report, like I said, the report is very, very vague. So it could very well be right in through here as well. On Google Earth, I saw this little house, and I kind of thought maybe it was somewhere within a quarter mile either way of this little house. So we are, if you're wondering where we are approaching Highway 3 on Grand, north of Hepler, Kansas. So I will post down in the description the website of all of the Kansas Bigfoot sightings. Maybe you can have an adventure. Maybe you can grab the kids and go out and see what you can see. Maybe you'll spot a Bigfoot. Who knows, you know? I suppose if you were in Kansas, this might not be a bad place for a Bigfoot to live. So anyway, we got skunked, brothers and sisters. We got skunked, but that's all right. That's kind of what we figured would happen. So, love you freaks. Love on them hard, even if they're Sasquatch.